new leaderboard, it's completely redesigned on both the front end and the back end. The front end is completely done now, and so is the back end. So we're just testing it in the private labs server. So after a few days of testing, I'm kind of the rough plan right now is to push all of this stuff live on Friday, and then do a little bit of like a bugathon with you guys. So we'll push it live Friday, maybe around like noon Eastern or something. This is unofficial, not confirmed. This is to be determined, but probably we're gonna push all this stuff around noon Eastern on Friday, and then me and the devs will like sit just for a few hours and watch the UI and watch the feedback come in from you guys. And then as that feedback comes in, we'll be able to fix stuff. This is going to be, I mean, I kind of say this a lot, but this is going to be one of the biggest rollouts we've ever done, just in terms of like the amount of features that go live at the same time. So we're going to need a lot of feedback to make sure that this stuff gets fixed and is smooth. You definitely expect a little bit of instability whenever we push this stuff live, because we're literally pushing between this, the leaderboard, the referral system, and the new content recommendation, we're pushing like literally 4 back-end and front-end developments live at the same time. So it's gonna be a big moment in terms of new stuff. So I definitely expect some issues and bugs that we need to address right away. So that's the status on shorts. The leaderboard, like I said, the front end, back end are done. We're just testing everything. I'm excited about the design for it. I think it's I think it's a really cool, unique design for the leaderboard. And then the back end is our own instance of HAF-SQL that we kind of modified in a few different ways to handle the actual data for the leaderboard. So the new leaderboard works on a points system versus the current one, which is the current one just doesn't work very well. It's basically tracking, number of threads, number of votes, stuff like that. The new one actually tracks that same data set, but then it assigns points to each action. So like if you create a thread, it's worth 1 point, but if you refer a new user, it's worth, like say 50 points. And the points add up each week and each month, and whoever has the most points is at the top of the leaderboard. So this is going to be pretty it's going to be a pretty big step function change in terms of the leaderboard. And also the current leaderboard doesn't work very well because the SQL instance it runs on, the APIs they go down relatively frequently. So like I would say probably half the time you try to load the current leaderboard, it doesn't actually work. So the new leaderboard is going to use our own HAF-SQL instance. So it should be much more reliable. It's a private instance of HAF-SQL, so it's like it can't get hammered by other requests. It's only our requests that can go through. So yeah, that leaderboard is going to be a lot of fun, and I want to do a lot more bounties and bonuses and rewards based on this leaderboard. Obviously, I've wanted to do that for a long time, but you don't want to do that with a leaderboard that doesn't work very well. You definitely want a stable, reliable leaderboard if you're going to start giving out rewards based on it. So all of that is going to start rolling out very soon, soon after the leaderboard goes live. And we may tweak the point system too. So be prepared for some tweaks to that in terms of how points are granted. I just want to make sure that it's, I want to make sure that the playing field is like, is in such a way that like it's not based on the amount. You can't like buy your way to the top. You can't find some workaround to cheat your way to the top. So it's just going to be something that we have to kind of evolve with as people start to use it and we see the kind of behavior behind it. And then the new referral system, it's based on the same backend as the current referral system. We've just made some updates and improvements to it. And then we're going to be adding rewards to the referral system. So you're going to actually earn points for referring people, both for the leaderboard and within the actual referral system itself. And then we're going to be giving out rewards based on those points. So it's basically like if you refer someone in, it's worth a certain amount of points. But if you refer someone in who then becomes very active for a very long period of time, you actually will get recurring points for it. So that then puts you guys in the driver's seat of saying, okay, we're going to refer people in, and then you get bonuses right away for doing that. But then if you are really active in retaining that user and getting them to keep coming back and keep creating threads and keep making blog posts and making comments and upvotes, and they keep doing actions, and if they subscribe to premium as well, that's even bigger in terms of referral bonuses. So all of that stuff will kind of add up to bonuses that you'll get. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I think it's going to be a really important way for us to grow the monthly active users. I put out a tweet, I think 2 weeks ago about it when we started working on it. But, the entire goal behind it, the fundamental goal is to turn the existing user base. So, our current 1,500 monthly active users into marketers. So you guys will all become your own kind of little marketing machine. And, each of you will have your referral code. You'll send it out. You'll aim to get, signups, and you'll retain those signups, earn rewards for doing so. And I think that's, really important. So